wheels and lettering and the silver trim. Gandy through traffic, stepping around a defender, and she will score, and the Colonials up early 1-0. First possession and a goal for RMU.
Well, they didn't get the original face-off, but again, we've watched Robert Morris Colonials ride the whole year, and Coach Silver and staff have done a real good job on their transition.
Miller charges to the goal, shoots and scores. Yeah, Miller with the game-time goal on Friday against the Bryant Bulldogs before the Colonials ended up winning it on a Mackenzie Gandy goal with under a minute to play. And then Gandy came up with the big defensive play to wrap things up for RMU. And then there we see the goal by Hannah Miller coming.
We got a 2-on-1.
Ball goes up front, and a shot put around Caitlin Miller. A nice feed onto the goal line where Morgan Stinton finishes for Central Connecticut. And it's a one-goal game with 24:29 to play in the first half. And a low shot gets through the legs of Caitlin Miller, and we are tied up at 2-2. Well, that was certainly unexpected. Sinton penetrates and then hesitates, steps around the defender and rips off a shot. And Morgan Sinton scores her second goal of the game, and Robert Morris finds themselves down 3-2. On the goal line, Sayreef works it outside for Kerr. Kerr around the defender. She charges towards the net and scores.
Yep. Straight dodge. Straight dodge.
Yeah, Kerr right past the defender.
Gets the inside. Up. She may be hurt.
Slow to get to her feet, but she's up, and this looks like being temporarily hurt, not injured, which is good news, especially at this point in the season where. And then a shot put on, stepping around the defender went the Colonials' Hannah Miller, and Miller scores her second goal of the game and her 7th of the season.
I think that little girl doesn't know how good she can be. Sticking her right hand. See what she does here.
Gandy bounces one past the goaltender Brant Hoover, and the Colonials score 3 in a row to take a 2-goal lead, 5-3 on the free position goal by Mackenzie Gandy, her 41st of the season.
No stick fake, just a power shot.
Colonials bring it the other way, feed down onto the goal line. Gandy taking the feed, stepping towards the goal, and scoring her second goal of the game, 42nd of the season, and second in a row for Gandy. And the Colonials on top 6-3 as RMU has ripped off 4 in a row. RMU was down 3-2.
Must be left-handed.
Adelberger charges, save made by Miller. She just brought that stick down left side, made the save, and then the ball went sky high, and Adelberger stuck with it and was able to bury it into the back of the net on the rebound opportunity to cut the Colonials' lead down to 2.
I think she just batted it in.
Up high it goes, and a great pass to Sayreef, and Sayreef, undoubtedly the best Colonial, cutting to the net, taking passes and finishing, and does so there.
Quick stick. She's a quick stick. She has a sense of just finding that soft space. And the good thing now about the Colonials is they know she can do it.
Down.
One more.
Madison Burke forcing the takeaway. The Colonials with the ground ball, and here comes RMU. Lynch feeds it back. Melanie Gandy takes the feed, and RMU takes the lead back to 3.
Pressure in the midfield. Cause the ground ball, scoop it up. We got an uneven on the way back.
Right to the net. Between the legs of Brand Hoover, and the Colonials up by 4, 9-5.
Well, the Gandy girls can shoot, can't they?
They sure can.
They can shoot in the field. They can shoot 8-meter shots. They're just those quick hands.
Flynn right to the goal, drawing two defenders. Shot over the left shoulder of the goaltender, Brant Hoover, and the Colonials doubling up the Blue Devils 10-5.
Gotta love it, a freshman.
Kelly Flynn, 4th goal of the season, 10th point in total.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't reset. Colonials have 35 to work with. Back behind again it goes. Gandy with it for the Colonials. Out front to Mackenzie Gandy. And Gandy to Gandy, and the Colonials up by a half dozen. Goal by Mackenzie Gandy. 3rd of the game, 43rd of the season.
Well, she certainly didn't have an
Rika. Back to Gandy. She curls up top. Then feeds it inside, and Sayreef, great stick adjustment, gets it past Brant Hoover.
That's a highlight film. That's a highlight film goal.
Yeah, the needle was threaded by Mackenzie Gandy, and then the stick handling by Sayreef finishes. Central Connecticut. Right to the net, and a goal for Cleo Kerr. And the free position goal puts the Colonials up by 8, 13-5. And that goal by Kerr, her 18th of the season in second. And Kerr comes out of there after Kraus popped up the draw. Kerr comes out of there with the ball for Robert Morris out front. Sayreef. And somehow she's able to get it into the goal off of the feed from Lynch, and Carrie Sayreef extends the Colonials' lead to 9.
I see Coach Silva down there talking to Jamie Keller, the freshman goalie from McMurray, Pennsylvania, in Peters Township High School.
I saw her warming up earlier. Kim to the goal line. Melanie Gandy back behind for sister Mackenzie with just under 50 on the shot clock. Out front it goes. Kim takes the feed from Gandy, and the Colonials are up by 10.
Emily Kim, boy, you love to see that. You love to see that. We're going to miss Carrie Sayreef, but maybe that Emily Kim could just step right in.
Emily Kim, 3rd goal of the season.
She seems to have that sense of finding the space.
See what Gandy does here. Left hash feeds it inside. Pass for Lynch. Low shot. And the scoop shot by Lynch trickles through the legs of Jackie Brant Hoover, and the Colonials extend their lead to 11.
Well, I was ready to criticize that, but you can't criticize assisted goals. That gives us a look that we don't normally see.
Under 7 minutes to go as the Colonials racing forward. Zolas right to the net, and she will score. Zolas weaving through defenders and scores for Robert Morris. The goal for Zolas, her 1st of the game and 12th of the season.
I think she...
Shoot free position. And the save is made by Jamie Keller. Still a battle for the ground ball, and finally the Blue Devils pull it out of there. Up high it goes for Coogan. It's playing on the offensive end, and I think the goal here is to try to get this senior a goal, and another save is made by Jamie Keller. How about Jamie Keller? She doesn't want to allow that senior defender, Jane Henry, to get the goal.
She's the wall there.
To Mackenzie Gandy. Now the ball on the stick of Flynn. And Flynn will shoot and score. And that puts Robert Morris up by 13 goals, 18-5 with 30 seconds to play.
It's a man-up goal, though, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Still assisted, though.
And you hear the horn sound as the Robert Morris Colonials defeat the Central Connecticut Blue Devils by a score of 18-5. And a just magnificent second half for Robert Morris.